going on, guys? My name's Yanni Petrouneas, and I don't know if you could tell by my name, but I'm Greek. No, yeah, I don't look too Greek, though. You know, I look like I should have a much more Canadian name than Yanni. You know, something like Jake, Tyler, Freddie, Kruger. No, my name's just Yanni, though. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. My legal name is really Ioannis. So basically, my parents, they took every single vowel and tried saying them all at the exact same time. So, like, thanks, Mom and Dad, for that one, because Ioannis was going to be something massive in Canada someday, right? No, one of my favorite things growing up with a name like that was watching my supply teachers try to say my name off the attendance, you know, so they'd be, like, running through the list. They'd be like, Alex, Michael, and then, like, you'd visibly notice them start shitting themselves as soon as they got over my name. Be like, Yo? Like, I'd have to help them out from the back of the class. It'd be like, yo, what's up, sir? How you doing? No, I don't blame these teachers, though, you know, because, like, even the last name is pretty difficult, like Petrouneas. Like, you know how many people came up to me growing up and they were like, oh, your last name is Petrouneas? Did you know that was a Harry Potter spell? And I'm like, yeah, say it 3 times fast and a fucking plate of chicken souvlaki will arrive. Now, also having a name like that growing up, pretty much everybody at my family functions just, like, automatically assumed that I could speak a second language. So, like, in my case, it was Greek. So, you know, like, my grandparents, they'd always come up to me and they'd be like, oh, Yanni, ti thelis manamu, skra-pa-pa, skra-ta-ta-ta, skra-pa-pa. And, like, if you guys couldn't tell, like, my grandparents are gang rappers. So, like, you know, like, I didn't want to disappoint them or anything, right? No, I'm being serious, though. Like, you know, you know how I know my yaya was, like, a fucking gangster? It's because there was this one time I was over at her house, and I was, like, throwing air punches at her, right? Like every 18-year-old boy does. And then, like, I got really close with, like, this haymaker, you know, like, it's just, like, a massive one. And, she didn't even flinch once. She just kind of, like, looked at me and said something in Greek. She was like, Ise muni. And, like, I don't speak Greek, so I didn't know what the fuck that meant. Like, you know, so, like, I asked my mom next to me. I was like, Mom, what the fuck did she just say? Like, my mom was like, she called you a pussy. She called you a massive fucking pussy. I was like, she said that? My mom was like, well, I mean, like, I added the massive part. Like, okay. No, but I just used to see so much disappointment on their faces, right? Like, and I used to have to tell them, like, don't pin this shit on me. Like, I didn't name myself this. Like, blame my parents for that. But, you know, like, speaking about my parents, I realized something the other day that, like, watching a sex scene with your parents just, like, never gets easier no matter what age you are. Like, not so much with my dad. We've been watching porn together for years. No, it's only been about a month. It's going really well, though, actually. Like, he's taught me a lot of different tips, tricks. I fucking love that guy. No, but I was watching this show with my mom, and, like, I had seen the show before, so I knew that a sex scene was coming up. And, like, for some reason, I started getting, like, extremely nervous, you know? Like, my hands started sweating, my toe was tapping, my dick was hard. It was fucked. And then, like, I look over at my mom, and, like, she was, like, enjoying the sex scene a bit too much, right? Like, she had, like, a massive smile on her face, you know? Like, her legs were crossed, she was rubbing her thighs. And I was like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing right now? But then, like, I had a thought in my head before I got too angry. I was like, holy shit. This is like my dad's favorite porn category just came to life right now. What the fuck? It's like my dick's hard, my mom's wet. All we need is a plate of chicken souvlaki and it'll really be complete. We all know how easy it is for that to happen. Petrouneas. Thank you guys so much.
Graduate. That's the first diploma he's ever gotten age-wise, too.